Ooh, happy Sirius Gateway peak. Midway through the peak, that is the fifth. So, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, the Sirius Gateway from the 3rd through the 7th is 5 days, with the fifth being the peak, where we are most aligned and it's most potent because of a more on point alignment directly with our sun, where our sun aligns with Sirius, the star or the sun, and we're getting light codes directly from the galactic center through Sirius, and that's aligning with us. So it's actually helping us to get codes. So, my Sirius star seeds, this is our time. So, if you've been feeling the calling to go in a little bit more, that's your Sirius family that is speaking to you galactically, somehow, intuitively. You're picking it up. You may not know why, but you're in the Sirius gateway, right? So, I got some downloads about it. I want to share it with you all. So, that we know what's happening on this peak. I know. This is something. So the Sirius Gateway, the peak, it holds a date code of 4 by 22 because it's on the day on the 5th. When you count up all those digits, it's a 22, which is still a 4, which echoes the 4 planets at 4 degrees on July 4th. It's the 444. So it echoes that. The foundational building message that amplifies the manifested existence of 5D New Earth building on the most aligned, potent day in the Sirius Gateway. So this 4 is echoing the alignment of what had happened the day before, right? And this is to show how important it is that we are focused on this gateway, because the 5th is the peak. The 5th is when you really want to get out there and you're grounding, you're getting your light codes, you've probably done fasting and detox, and you've prepared your mind body complex. And the peak is where you really want to connect, maybe even get good rest and really get your uploads and your downloads and your upgrades, right? Though there is much smoke and mirror residue from the 3D old earth, the true ones of the 5D new earth are hosting clear skies, right? Those of us who have been in the field doing the work, we're hosting it still. So although you see a lot of distraction, fret not thyself. For those of you that have been seeing the foolishness all around you, we don't got to get hyped up. We do what we do and know that in being true, we're the ones that are holding clear skies that open the atmospheric body of the fifth element as expression of the fifth dimension that radiates the truth and carves the path for this 5D foundational building, guided by the Trinity of 4, which is now met with the date code of 4. So you see, it was already guided by the 444 before, and now it's met with yet another 4. So fret not thyself, as I said. This, what we're hosting, it holds everything open for it to keep the atmospheric body, and that's the throat chakra. For those who don't know, this is the atmospheric body. It's where we begin to go into our upper chakras, the spiritual self, the higher self. So it carves that path, and it is of the fifth element, which is the expression, the fifth element being spirit, which is that expression. Everything is moving through expression, just as spirit moves through an expression of vibration. So this is what we are hosting and holding, right? And with this date code of 4 by 22, it confirms that this fantastic 4 is an engagement by the celestial aspects of 2 planets in Gemini, which is Mars and Uranus, and the other 2 in a sextile and trine with Pluto in Aquarius and Neptune in Aries. Pluto in Aquarius is trine to Gemini, and Neptune in Aries is in a sextile between the 2 signs. It's in a sextile to Pluto in Aquarius, and it's in a sextile to Mars and Uranus in Gemini. So Neptune is at that midway point, and the sextile, for those who don't know, sextile and trines are harmonic, right? Sextile is like a smaller angle of light to the trine. The trine is a bigger angle of light. right? The sextile would be a little bit more acute. It would come in a little bit more. So where trine would be 120 degrees, a little bit wider, the sextile would bring it in a little bit more, like half of that 120, right? Which would be about 60 degrees. So that's for those who are into the degrees, you know what I mean. So there's that 2. Why am I saying that? Because there's that 2 by 2, 22, and we're seeing the 2 planets, those 4 planets, 2 of them which are obviously in Gemini, and then the other 2. So it kind of gives this, if you're looking at a shape, it gives this um, image, if you will, of like a parallelogram, right? 2 sides, like a square, 2 here and 2 across. So this 2 by 2, 4, um, it's like even. 2 and 2 is an even 4. So it's an even structure of the harmony of duality 2 that levels the groundwork for the foundational balance for that which we are building. So that 22 is saying something. It's showing that the harmonies of dualities between these two are giving us ground leveling, groundwork, foundational balance for a leveled structuring. So therefore echoes the message that we are ready to build. You see the leveled structure. You see us coming. 3D shadows stand down. Y'all see the 5D structures coming up energetically, right? In their life, world, and affairs. So it is in this gateway peak that we recognize the measurements of our affairs and distribute accordingly what is to be displayed in the forward movement of the 5D new earth. It is time. It is this time we are to recognize those who are in the 5D, recognize your measurements, like when Noah measured cubit by cubit by cubit. A lot of people don't know that's a measurement of your affairs, and paying attention to what's going on in your affairs and distribute accordingly, according to your measure, according to what you have measured and what you're seeing, what you're bearing witness to. Pour out the right amount, take away the right amount, add what you need. This is the time that we're making decisions on that as we are building, right? These are the light codes that nourish the second trimester of this gestation phase of the bifurcation bridge and light grid activation. So for those who are not aware, we have been in this light grid activation. The bifurcation split has been happening. That brings us into the bridge. So this is the gestation of the bridge for those who are working the bridge, who see the bridge, who are on the bifurcation bridge, or being the bridge if you're the true ones, right? This is that second trimester, meaning coming from after Third Eye Atlas had the energetic seal, and this was in March, for those who remember, when it passed Jupiter and made on its way leaving our system. It's still there in the system, but it is on its way out. And once it did that, that was a cosmic threshold, and it was the energetic seal. And then now, from then forth, from Aries being the first month, and Aries through Sagittarius is 9 months. So we're in this 9-month window, and this is the next trimester of the gestation phase, which actually started around the summer solstice into what is it I call the light code sandwich, summer solstice, full moon, and now the gateway is the sandwich closing out. So this is our entrance, our entrada to this trimester, and it's being nourished right now. So true ones, we have the clear skies. So it's letting us know we're the ones that's holding the skies open, those who are really on the true timeline reality and who are aligning themselves with the light grid. You're a true one if you know about the light, this gateway, and you've been aligning with this light gateway, whether intentionally or intuitively. So this is entering us into that phase. And so we have the clear skies. Let the skies tell the truth. The celestial ain't never lied. The celestials are telling you what time it is. And this is the truth from the root all the way to the fruit, right? So to the 144, I salute.